Hey there guys, GoBot King. I decided I'm going to stick with GoBot King. And I'm going to be reviewing a kind of weird toy I found. It's actually a model kit per se. You could call it a model kit if you really wanted to. Anyway, it's from a show I thoroughly enjoy, actually. I enjoyed it, and it had many different things, and I found these, and it kind of brought me back to them. Metabots. These are the trading cards, because they had these little minifigures that you could go through and get a bunch of them and mix and match parts to make your own Metabot. Like this one is rokusho, then we have Meda B, and these two. But yeah, these are the cards. But these aren't what I'm reviewing today. I'm actually reviewing one of the big model kits, rokusho. I haven't watched the series in forever. I want to say he was like the bad guy for a bit, but I can't really say for myself. As you can see, he actually has some metal here, revealing. In the show, this is a blaster, and then he's got his claw weapon. That actually does open and close. Everything's ball jointed or universal jointed on this guy, and it's very, very nice, but this is just the first part of the toy. And what I mean by that is he is, well, I'll show you. In the show, Metabots aren't just Metabots. You actually have to go through and purchase all the armor yourself. And the Metabot itself is actually a coin. And once I get this guy down to his skeleton, yeah, they went really in depth. Kind of like with Gundam, except for this guy's inner frame is mostly die-cast metal. There we go. Now, he does come with another thing. He comes with two hands that clip on in this mode, clip onto the ball joints. And they're very tight and are open splayed hands. And he didn't come with any other hands. He only comes with these open splayed ones. And here he is. Once we get the parts, well, that technically there is rokusho to an extent. If we turn the figure around, we see this little metal coin. If I get my pliers out, which luckily they're right beside me, and maybe my nippers will help. There we go. This is actually a very small die-cast coin. Very, very small, very, very precious. Now, in the show, that would make this dead. This doesn't have life. This here is technically rokusho. This right here, this is his being, his entity, everything. Without that, this has no life. And without life, there can be nothing. Now, if you went out and got the other ones, he comes apart, easy enough, goes through, and those are the basic pieces. You could replace them, fix them up, and make your, again, own Metabot. But I think they only made like 3. They made Meda B, rokusho, I know, but they didn't make many. Anyway, and technically there is another rokusho, because behind here, this is the back chest plate. You go like that, and you can put the coin here, but there's a sticker. And that's rokusho's insignia. It is too small for the camera to pick up, but I just leave it behind there, and I leave the metal coin inside. This Metabot. Now, there are many ways you can pose this guy in this mode if you just want, okay, here's my Metabot to start with. base articulation without any of the armor to hinder it. He's got a rotation at the shoulder, in and out movements, a double hinge at the elbow, because it goes all the way back. Now normally it would be actually double hinge, but it's not. It just goes all the way forward, all the way backward. He's got a ball jointed wrist and a rotation at the bicep. His head is on a ball joint and a peg, so it rotates all the way around. It goes side to side, forwards and backwards. He's got a rotation at the waist, does not have a pivot, but his legs move forward and backward. They go out that far. They have a rotation here, but it's on mine. It's so tight it doesn't want to come apart. A bend at the knee, ball jointed ankle, which is kind of useless because it's also pivoted, but it does not. And he has a pivoted toe. Let's see there, like that, and it's like a friction ratchet on his ankle. So yeah. Now what I usually do for mine is I just leave him fully armored because it's easier that way. But you can actually make him look rather nice with most of the armor intact, but leaving some of it off. Like, usually, I'll just go through. I'll leave his chest on because it looks nice. Now this one goes here. That one goes there. That one goes there. Now on the leg armor, it doesn't matter. On the foot, once you put one set on, the other set obviously. There's a back. Some of the pieces are directional, such as the thigh armor. There's a cut for the knee. Put that in. And then once again. And once the pieces are snapped in, they stay together, like they stay where they're supposed to stay. But if you just leave it, it just goes through. And this is sometimes how I just pose him like this, because he kind of seems like a butler. He kind of looks like a butler, or he kind of looks like he's hiding more than he actually knows. It's like when you pull off poses like this, which often can't be done right. His hands are just made in just the right form for him to do this. And he obviously can't once he's got the big gloves on and the big head. So I just leave him without the front feet, with the legs, with the thighs, and with the chest, and he looks fairly fine, just like this. But once you get the actual rokusho head in, it doesn't fit anymore because the head is too damn big. So you want to upscale everything. So take the hands off, turn them, because he has to be gorilla armed because of the way they designed it, and it just slides right on. Click. Click. There's that. He has a distinguished crotch piece. It's easier if you take them apart to do this. Put the crotch piece on. Slide all the armor up because there's a groove on the peg. So slide all that up, put that on, and then there's the skirt armor. Then put the toes on, making them kind of look like Skeletor. And then the shoulders are again different because we have a peg and then we have a slot. We have a peg hole, and then they go in, and it covers up most things. And then we put rokusho right back on his body, and he's still got that awesome head movement. He's still got the shoulders, and the shoulder armor moves now, but it goes in and out. Still got the rotation, got the bend, got the waist, got the in and out, and the armor doesn't actually hinder anything except for the knee movement, the ankle tilt, like the side to side tilt, and I think that's it. Everything else is pretty good. Oh, and because of this, he doesn't have wrist swivel anymore because he loses the ball joint. And you think, oh, you just can't. It's not designed for that, which sucks. So there is Medabots Rokusho. He's a fairly good toy. If you like older robot styles, it's kind of the collect them all thing. But if you want a really good posable one, get one, paint it up to your satisfaction, mod it, upgrade it, customize it, whatever you like. If I had another Rokusho, I would go through and modify it, because there's just a few things wrong with it, like the gorilla arms. I don't like the gorilla arms. I wish he could go forward without doing the erg. And he doesn't have a mouth. And there are quite a few Medabots that I would actually like to do. Thank you, courtesy cards. Go through. There it is. Samilodon. I like Sky Cargo. Sky Cargo would be neat to do. And there's just a few, like there's Slimeal, and there's Attack Triceru, Sky Patera, courtesy of Japan. I have to say Patera now every time. Chronofoam, Dash Raptor, and yeah, that's Metabee's character. So, anyway, this review's dragged on far too long. Anyway, this has been GoBot King with the Medabots Rokusho model kit. And if you want to get him, get him. He's very good. He's very posable. He's very nice. He's very striking, and he has a very nice stance next on your shelf. If you have like a little robot shelf like I've got, like usually, it's dark. Usually he's right here on my little shelf of wares, but yeah, he's very nice. If you like the Medabots, if you have a thing for robots and you want something really weird, get him. He's very nice. Anyway, this has been GoBot King and Rokusho saying bye. See you next time.